We want to expose how pretty much a lot of our family members are actually used as agents of the state. Is what is known as gang stalking, and pretty much they're controlled by fear. They serve as pretty much slaves of the state, ran through the prison. These people are sitting up there deliberately letting their families and stuff, like allowing their families out to live fake lives, right? Fake relationship, fake everything. You get what I'm saying? Then pretty deliberate, like persecuting their families on job. They all involved in satanic cults, pretty much through the prison industrial complex formed by the FBI. Okay, know that America is pretty much a whole society, pretty much full of secret societies. No rule of law, no due process, or anything. You even got an ex-Freemason cop said that 95% of the American police are actually, involved in Freemasonry or whatever. They all Satanists. You get what I'm saying? 95%. This came from an ex-police officer, okay, that I watched on YouTube video. On a YouTube video the other day, okay. Let it be known, pretty much, my family was deliberately involved in the deliberate destruction of my life, my job, my relationships. You get what I'm saying? It's like they're playing a fucking sick game with you. They all mind controlled. They're mental slaves to the system. So, like, fake relationships with women, they pretty much knew about all of that. They knew about me being persecuted on my job, right? Then at the end of that, what they pretty much try to do is once you wake up and you realize that you're like, what the fuck is really going on? You got a narcissistic, psychopathic family. You get what I'm saying? Then they look at you like something wrong with you, and there's something wrong with them. The whole time it's like they're pretty much deliberately trying to live you up to live a fake life. Then once you wake up and realize what's going on, they're trying to kill you. This is what cyber torture is about. Cyber torture is recognized by the United Nations, okay? Then when you leave your family or just don't cut them off or don't deal with them right, they send these voice to skull handlers out after you. V2K, that actually control your family through the prison industrial complex. So these voice to skull handlers are pretty much sent out to pretty much keep the as a control method for the government. You get what I'm saying? So these voice to skull handlers are actually employed by the Federal Bureau of Investigation through the prison industrial complex. That's why they came out with the Havana syndrome, acting like they don't know what's going on. Well, COINTELPRO and MK Ultra never ended, so all this shit is pretty much being ran by the FBI. In order to access this type of technology, you got to use DARPA-based satellites. You get what I'm saying? So, and the only person who can access these satellites are the top alphabet agencies. You get what I'm saying? The FBI, the National Security Agency, and CIA. You get what I'm saying? And the DOJ, all of these top institutions, they're the only ones who can pretty much access these type of satellites and get these criminals access the voice to skull to beam these voices into people's heads. You get what I'm saying? So the whole time, once you wake up and you figure out that you've been lied to from the beginning, and they're pretty much, created all these secret societies in jail. And I wonder why they asked me, what did I believe, when I went to jail for 2 or 3 days. They illegally implanted me. It's a system of control and mental enslavement. And just like I said, your family members, a lot of them, if they've been in jail, they probably know they're involved in your targeting. Okay, my targeting began when I went and pretty much, complained about human rights violations after I went, to jail for like 2 or 3 days. I only been arrested like 2 times. You get what I'm saying? So I knew that them pretty much putting something in my body without my consent was illegal. It was human rights violation. So I went to the FBI and filed a complaint, right? Let it be known, I believe back in '06, they probably was watching me before then, who knows. That's when I became a targeted individual back in 2006, okay? My mother was involved in my targeting. My entire family knew exactly what was going on the whole time, okay? Organized crime, organized gang stalking. Then you had these little voice to skull handlers watching you the whole time. All these little nosy members of the community are actually, like, you're being broadcasted, through this non-consensual implant. They're watching everything you're doing in your house. You get what I'm saying? They're listening in on you through your own ears, because your ears act as microphones and your eyes act as cameras. Okay, this is your so-called satanic Illuminati fucking government. You get what I'm saying? People are actually waking up and realizing what the fuck is going on, and find out they're becoming target individuals or were targeted individuals. Okay. So let it be known that these people, these little devils, they watch you your whole life or whatever. Then when you wake up and your family wake up, you know, FBI pretty much place a bounty on you. Then you get cyber tortured. Okay, this is what cyber torture is known by the United Nations. You get what I'm saying? Cyber torture is pretty much meant to cover up government corruption. Okay, you get tortured. They trying to have people taken to jails, killed in order to cover up their satanic conspiracy or agenda. You get what I'm saying? You got people involved in these matrix systems. They all Satanists. They all these men. A lot of them are Freemasons or Boule. You know, they all pretty much gay. Satanism. You get what I'm saying? So what they're doing to target individuals is working with the target individual family, pretty much deliberate destroying his life. After he wake up or whatever, they try to pretty much have him kidnapped, jailed, beat, raped, and killed, and they covering all this shit up, you guys. This is the satanic agenda. Then and then they work with FBI and corrupt police. You get what I'm saying? And if they can't pretty much flat out get you over to jail, a lot of times they'll do psychiatry fraud to cover it up. Then remotely suicide you. You know, this is advanced neurotechnology. They can move your body. They can move, like, this is a bioweapon. They can control my organs, okay? They can move my arms. They move my feet. Okay, I'm on something what's called remote neuromonitoring, okay? Which is pretty much, this is a neurological weapon / biological weapon. And this is actually global genocide. You get what I'm saying? So they move my feet. They can pretty much control almost all the functions of my body. I never commit suicide, you guys. I'm will to live. I'm a fighter. They've been remotely gassing me somehow, inflating some kind of gas within my body, which means when I open my mouth, high pressure come out. That's a example. I just open my mouth and it's like a little, I guess because it's coming out and it's bouncing off of my esophagus up and down. So you hear a pause, okay? So they're inflating some kind of gas within my body, trying to knock me out. So a lot of times I try to sleep with my mouth open, okay? They try to give me a heart attack, okay? This is pretty much a silent way to kill you and cover up systematic fraud and corruption, okay? Talking about they want me dead, the government wants me dead. But and when I was living in Orlando, Florida, right, they did try to actually have a corrupt cop kidnap me. You get what I'm saying? He pulled up in a black SUV, a Dodge Caravan, and tried to kidnap me. You get what, he was just sitting out there with his uniform. I walked right up on him with my phone, and you know, I just pretty much pulled out my camera, and once I pulled out my camera, whatever, I just recorded the tag in a minivan. It stayed on my Facebook for like 4 or 5 days. I was live streaming, you guys, and after that, it mysteriously disappeared off of my Facebook, that video. And I saw his police uniform and everything, and the voice of Skull Handler told me that he was going to have me kidnapped. You get what I'm saying? So be advised, you know, all these people going missing and shit. People are being sacrificed, you guys. You got a lot of it's and the government and the devil, I would say, pretty much the devil is using the closest people to you. We're in a ritual sacrifice season. My own family was involved and trying to pretty much sacrifice me, you guys, because their ass is getting purged out. You get what I'm saying? So what they're doing is they're coming after people that were not in their system, trying to find scapegoats. You get what I'm saying? And people that they know believe in God, they trying to ritually sacrifice you. You know what the voice of Skull Handlers tell me? They tell me, well, we know you believed it, so pretty much we're trying to kill you. They're trying to actually have us killed. They're torturing us, okay? I get what's called cyber torture. This is made to try to make me act out in violence, you guys. And this is all pretty much the technology, getting it adapt to your body, you know, your body and your biochemistry. You get what I'm saying? So they call it tightness, but it's really not tightness. It's them pretty much doing something, adjusting the frequencies and stuff, reading your biofrequency about it. A lot of us target individuals, we didn't know about this. We just believe in God and, you know, just going around doing, you know, basic good stuff for good people. But the whole time they've been deliberately out here, you know, not believing, not caring, torturing people, setting people up, murdering them and shit like that, sacrificing people, torturing old ladies, hitting people with microwave energy weapons, direct energy attacks, I never knew about this until a couple of years ago. You get what I'm saying? Then I woke up, I'm like, what the fuck? Then you then you realize, like, your whole family is fucking psychopaths. You get what, like, these people, like, and then they look at you like something, they're in satanic cults. And they look at you like something wrong with you, but I'm looking at them like, what that? No, something wrong with you. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? So you got a narcissistic, psychopathic family that is indoctrinating the Satanism, and I believe they just control, you know, by fear, through fear. And they're just going around torturing people, attacking people, beating people, raping people, killing people, trying to have them kidnapped, and all kinds of shit. And they working with the police. Yeah, this is your so-called Illuminati, okay? You got the police involved with members of the community, too, and what is known as organized gang stalking. And they're looking, you look at them like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're like, these people crowd. You know, the first thing I found out or whatever, I got to get the hell away from here. You know, I got to get away from these people. They're fucking psychopaths. Then, you know what the voice of skull handlers say to me? They put a hit on you. You know, saying the FBI pretty much put a bounty on me, a hit, because I exposed their complete systematic corruption. Well, yeah, you all pretty much destroyed my life. You think I ain't going to say nothing about it? Now you want to kill me to try to cover the shit up? And I get cyber tortured. So you wonder why this go unchecked at the United Nations, because this is the system outside of the system. You get what I'm saying? These weapons are used to pretty much drive a person to commit massive shootings and stuff. If my mind wasn't so strong, I've been would have flipped and lost out, because these are psychotronic weapons. You know, the way they torture me and they gas my body and stuff like that, if I wasn't a strong person, I probably would have been killed somebody. You get what I'm saying? Or flipped out or did something. This is why they have all these massive shootings and stuff, because people are being tortured nearly to death without no due process. And there's no rule, there's absolutely no rule of law or order within the system. It's complete systematic corruption. Then you know, your family, once you wake up, just like I said, you realize your family you know, is trying to kill you. These voices of skull handlers say you're going to get your family killed and stuff like that. The whole time you never did shit. It's these psychopaths that are trying to kill you, and they get paid bounty money from, you know, by the FBI for murdering the target individual. So you got a bunch of mind controlled psychopaths that's hell bent on pretty much trying to, you know, get money, committing, you know, doing satanic rituals, human sacrifice, and just trying to pretty much kill people in order to get money. And I know a bounty is placed on me because they always talk through my stomach, and I'm always told, you know, you're going to be killed, you're going to be killed. I just came really just to expose all the fraud and systematic corruption. I'm not, you know, I don't really fear death, but I don't want nobody to do something and get away with it. You get what I'm saying? They always telling me I'm going to get kidnapped. I already know I'm under 24/7 illegal surveillance. I'm being illegally targeted. I'm being illegally tracked. And I'm being illegally tortured, okay? I think this is what they were saying about the biometric track and tracing system. You know, when I think Obama was in office, he said that this is exactly what they're doing right now. You get what I'm saying? I'm not afraid. I have no fear. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe God really gave me the spirit of fear. So I just speak on it, and I think, you know, I'm just doing God's work, and I'm exposing this mass systematic corruption. And just like I said, a lot of our family members feel sympathy. They think like they're all Satanists now that they got to pay for all the crimes and stuff that they have done. They think really like you're supposed to have sympathy for them. Then they want to blame everything on you. Well, these people actually made a covenant with death. You get what I'm saying? They actually, when you in the Satanism and all that, that means you agreed to die. You get what I'm saying? It's really time for you to pay for your crimes, but none of these people want to pay for their crimes. What they're trying to find is scapegoats. You get what they're sacrificing people. You get what I'm saying? So they can continue on their bullshit and their corruption, and they're trying to actually have you killed in order to cover up their corruption to keep this fraudulent system going based off of Satanism. So what you got is pretty much a bunch of mind-controlled slaves going around here torturing and murdering people controlled by fear through the prison industrial complex, secret societies. So all crime is pretty much organized by the government. These secret societies, people are being tracked illegally through what's called remote neuromonitoring by the NSA, the National Security Agency. If you look on one of my videos on this page, I actually have the whole diagram how the federal government is using the National Security Agency to legally track humans. Yes, they're tracking us, targeting us, torturing us, and killing us. this is pretty much you living in we're living in a simulated reality, you guys. And most of these people are fucking mind control matrix agent psychopaths. Okay? So I just got on here to expose that my heart feel jacked up. They've been trying to give me a heart attack. And I have a lot of pressure on my heart. You get what I'm saying? But they pretty much trying to find a way, I guess, to kill me and cover it up.